Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi, I'm Allie Elliott. Welcome to the stream. Seeing it looks like everything is working. It's been a minute since I've been regular about streaming. So here I am. And I've got a bunch to do today, so I can't linger, but I want to talk while I'm doing it. I'm going to keep working on this mess. Luckily, I've got some new, we had some new storms. And then I need to do, this is going to be a really simple edit, so I need to work on that too. But I'm going to create lightning in this one. And this is going to be, the primary purpose of this is for, I'm going to go ahead and start doing this. The primary purpose for this is for exhibition. It's going to be part of this. I need to work on this today too. I need to get at least one of these pieces done so that I can start answering some calls to art for that specific exhibition, because it's going to take a while to get the whole thing done. But if I have one sample, which actually would be 4 samples, one image done completely 4 ways, spliced together, then that can be my, sample, like I just said. All right, so I'm a little scattered right now, but I've got competition on my mind because the International Photographic Competition, which has always been the big one, that has opened up. We have till September. So we've got some room there. I have done most of those images that I'm going to enter already, and I've done them all on stream. And Portrait Masters round 2 for the year has opened up. And again, I've got some stuff there that I want to enter that I've already completed. For both of those competitions, I've got some stuff that I still want to create. It's just a matter of getting it done in the midst of business and all this other stuff going on. This month I am judging at the Indiana State Fair photographic competition, which is pretty cool. It'll be in person and everything. I'm really excited about that. And then I'm also, you got a little glimpse of it here. I'm going to start doing the layout for my application for fellowship with the American Society of Photographers, which is a pretty cool elite group of photographers. And I've written my thesis paper. So you fill out an application and you pay the fee, and then you do minimum 2,000 word thesis. So I wrote my thesis, and then I wanted to check out some of the other ones that have been accepted, but I wanted to write it first because I didn't want it to be overly influenced by what I was reading about anybody else. I just kind of want to see how much they go into what brought them into the industry and to where they are, that kind of thing. So I'm tweaking it a little bit based on, I'm giving a little more background information based on what I'm seeing, but it was kind of a cool process. It goes right in line with the book that I wrote, called The Right Way to Drown. And so it's kind of cool how all this stuff ends up, threading itself through each other. So I've had a lot of coffee. I'm ready to go. And I'm colorblind, so this matching scenario is gonna be tough. So I'm gonna cheat a little. See what? Okay, so a lot of greens, blues. But I want it. I want it to look a little mean. So the title of this one, and this is one of the images where the title came first, and the title's Wonder Over Fear, and it's from a song. The song is called The Heart That Slows Down. I've got to look it up again. I had to look it up the last time I was talking about it on Woo, look at that. Canyon City. The heart that slows down. And there is a line in there along that line. So these are just cell phone pictures. But I liked the definition in them. And go a lot bigger than that, actually. So when I'm doing competition or exhibition work, how I get started is it varies quite a bit. And sometimes I'll just do that one. I'm gonna switch to my stylus now. Dust her off. I've got like a pattern, apparently. I use the same. So this one, I had the title first. That lyric was one that, so that album was one that I listened to driving back and forth. My mom was not sick for very long. She was sick for 5 weeks from diagnosis to her passing. And my parents live an hour and a half away. And in driving back and forth, you know, sometimes you listen to, sometimes music is hard to listen to in those like trying times in life. So sometimes I would just turn it off, but other times you just listen to it and like let yourself cry and, you know, really listen to the lyrics. But that was one that whole album just felt like I needed to listen to it all the time. It was really a companion during that time. So I wanted to create something in honor of that music that kind of accompanied me on those drives. And I wanted to do an image. I tell the story a lot. Hey, Lobase, how's it going? Oops, doing it backwards. So I talk a lot about the image that I created for Sweet Hour of Prayer, and I had this idea of what I wanted it to be in my head, and then when I brought my daughter in to shoot it, it wasn't at all. I pictured something real somber and like, you know, heavy and emotional, and she came in and she had prayer hands, but like she was dancing, and that just turned out to be perfect, exactly what the image needed, what it was supposed to be. So sometimes I try to keep an open mind, but not always. So this one, I had the title first. Gonna fill my card this year. I think I'm gonna enter 2 different divisions. Is this in your usual? Is this, tell me again, what is this, South Carolina? What are the divisions? Specifically, what are the ones you're gonna enter, and then like what are they overall? Because everybody's changing their stuff this year, and I don't like changes. I don't do well. Okay, so since this is just a little cell phone situation, I'm gonna sharpen it. And giving it that it's organic, it won't be a huge difference. It's a, you know, not a real sharp-edged object, being a cloud and all. I love competition season. And it's weird because the big PPA IPC one is different than it's ever been before. And it's been such a long time like coming, but since between when it normally is and now, but also when they announced it, and I've done the majority of what I'm gonna enter. Thank goodness, because we're paying for Japan. So it is see, people like to text me when I'm streaming, and only then. And the other time they're like, we don't want to talk to you. Let's see. Okay. So this worked out because it took me so long to do this image. We had another storm come through with beautiful clouds, and I stood outside just like in awe of this one. It needs that red too. I like it. No, wait, maybe not. No, it doesn't. Maybe it needs to go the other way. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what it needs. Okay. Coastal Carolina. That sounds lovely, by the way, this time of year. Used to only be 3, but now they're splitting. Ooh, they're splitting color in black and white. I like that. Division 1 color, Division 1 monochrome, Division 2 color, Division 3. Okay, so Division 1 are for professionals, Division 2 are for amateurs, Division 3 are for students. Division 2 color. Ooh, cool. Dominated my division the last 2 years. Nice. Yes, get that cash. Are you gonna stream your entries? See, I like that cloud too. Maybe I need more space to use all these clouds. I love a good cloud. I do. This seems a little big now. Okay, and let me see if there's something else. Oh, their photos are already done. Perfect. Yay. When is your judging? Are all the fairs and stuff, do they happen at the same time? They probably do. I guess that's the only one. Trying to decide if I even need that one. It seems almost unnecessary now. Let's see. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so where is she? Here she is. Okay. Let me see. So that was, what did I do that for? Oh. Well. Okay. And I'd rather hug inside the subject here and erase back a little than have this weird. So here's another thing. Not till the end of October. Yes, do it. Enter. I've never seen the state fair. I'm judging the Indiana State Fair this year, but I've been to the state fair, like as a kid, but I've never seen the photography competition, so I don't know what to expect. It'll be interesting. Hey, Impoverish, how's it going? It's not till the end of October. That feels like a long time away, but it's gonna be here. Like, surprise, you're not done with all the stuff on your list from, oh yeah, I was gonna take this post out too. See, I get here and think I'm gonna get all this stuff done, and then I get nothing done. I don't need that selected to do this. I'm just gonna sweep across there because it's really, there's a weird line there. So we have 2 people on here now. Do you consider yourself a competitive person? Because I've heard more than a few times in my life that I probably should just chill out. Be less. And I struggle with that. I do not do that well. All right, I'm going to duplicate this because I really, really love those and want to hold on to them just in case. Totally competitive. Yes, when there's cake in the fridge. You glad to see I'm back and made a... Oh, yes, that was the funniest thing. I started getting texts yesterday, and it was real quick. She realized that I was not the number before I even responded. I had all these texts, and then she was like, "Oh wait, I was 1 digit off." But then then I responded, and they were lit. That was so funny. They were getting their party on. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little combo here of burning and then erasing down a little. Oh no, we're just gonna sit and wait for Photoshop. So I'm excited about the state fair judging thing because I don't know what to expect. What is wrong with this? So annoying. But I think it'll be cool because it'll be a little bit different than the stuff that I'm used to. Hold on to that. I just really don't want to let any of this go. I think I will darken it though because that back is so dark. And I want it to be, what I want for this image is for it to be really impactful, to be drawn to the storm, the situation happening first, and then I'm gonna have a little reverse directional light. So you go there first, and then you're drawn back to her second, and then I wanna make her dress red. So. Because of the shape of this, I think I'm gonna flip it. Oh, that feels weird, doesn't it? Here we go. Okay. 11th, I get my CT scan, find out what the next step is. Okay. So you're chilling now, right? Oh, you're done. 4 of 4. Get a round of applause. Yes. Good, good, good. That's got to feel good to be done with that, to have that behind you, hopefully, right? Moving in the right direction. Yes, done this set. Perfect. Oh, I'm happy for you. And hopefully some good news is on the horizon with your scans. The waiting, man, I'm going to say a prayer for you for the waiting because that is tough. Just the waiting. I'm not a patient person either. So now these are things you know about me. I'm hyper competitive to absurd levels, and I'm impatient. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. I hope there is no 5 of 8 rounds. Yes. Yes, don't even think about that right now. Just bask in being done with what you had and what you had going on, and I don't like that. The sky is tough. Because the sky's tough because it's like, it tries to be all like, oh, willy-nilly. But it's not willy-nilly. It's not how it works at all. Let's see. I might squish this a little. There we go. Struggling walking around, trying to sit up. So what did they tell you to do? Are you supposed to like go for it and like make yourself do it? Or are you supposed to like relax and like listen to your body? What's their game plan? Are you following doctor's orders? Did they give you orders? I'm trying to get these stray light. Its own process. They send you home. Oh, okay. Oh, that's hard then, because, and see what happens. Well, that seems very unspecific. That's very vague, doctors. Because I could see both ways. Like, in some scenarios, you would, you know, like physical therapy, that kind of thing. You want to push yourself and make yourself make progress every day. And then other scenarios, you make yourself rest and, you know, you try to eat what you can every day and you just recover. And I recover. There you go. Okay. So just, that's hard. I know. That's hard to chill. I'm not a good I'm not a good help with chilling, as I think I've made pretty clear. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this one. About 3 weeks. So how far into the 3 weeks are you? Oh, I love a layer. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this because it's starting to get really big. And I'm gonna save it as still saving because it's enormous. We'll just wait for a second. About 1.5 weeks. Okay, halfway there. There's probably a song in there. So we're only on progress 3, and that tells you I normally get into the 30s before I'm finished with an image. Wait a second. So I want it to match the back somewhat, at least. So do we... There we go. Maybe that's got a little more balance. No, I don't like that. There we go. And then I might just... No, I don't want to warp it. Maybe perspective. Just a little. I was excited last night. I was teaching photography to other photographers on Twitch. Yes, good. Have you done anything like in your recovery with your camera? Are you able to shoot like from your perspective as you recover? Oh. You've got stories to tell now, and I think that'll be fantastic. And help other people in that scenario. That's awesome. Can barely walk. Oh, okay. Be right back. We'll be here. We're ready. Okay. So it all feels really, really light to me right now. Okay, so I've got this. I'm going to duplicate because I, for whatever reason, didn't have a duplicate of the... So, and I've got to keep this mud in mind because I can do some reflection in there and really add some depth later on. That'll definitely be the finishing touch kind of scenario. Welcome back. I don't know. I've always felt like, for me, being competitive is such a big part of who I am that I can't imagine any other way. I definitely can't turn that off, even if I want to, even if I wanted to. But it's not my mother was not a competitive person at all. She just was built different. My oldest son, he's not competitive. That's just not who he is. And then I'm gonna get right on her feet in the tiniest little sliver. Nope, not that tiny. Maybe like 8. It seems good. Bump it up to... I like teaching photography too. Nobody seems to notice that I don't actually know anything, so it works out fine. Well, I mean, you've been instrumental with welcoming me to Twitch, with the whole like photography community. And I think you probably know that. That's such a cool contribution. The information I gave them basically the learning curve. Yes. It's funny. As the more you ride this curve in photography where you have an eye for it. It seems like you have an eye for it, and you get feedback that you're pretty good at it, and then you go business-wise, or just not even business-wise, but just in working to improve your craft. And then you get to this point where you realize how much, for all you know, how much you don't know. And you just kind of find a niche. And then that's your thing. And there are so many different avenues. It's pretty cool because I think you could go a lifetime not getting bored and always finding something. If you want to continue learning, there is always something to learn, and certainly in business. Ooh, this is dramatic. It's dramatic music. I'm not sure why I'm getting in on these details, these very unnecessary details. Screw the learning curve of photography and actually have fun. And it should always be fun. I mean, certainly with any business, with any hobby, you get to a point of frustration. My kids have played Pokemon for, well, what happened here? Did I put a new head on her maybe? That's weird. Just erase that. Pretend we didn't see that. And I have never, that was our whole life for a long time, was just traveling to Pokemon tournaments and stuff, which, by the way, that's why we're going to Japan in 30 days. My son just started competing again at the end of May and earned his world's invitation, which was unexpected. So we are going to Japan. So I'm excited. It'll be fun, but it was like being a very type A planner, kind of a last minute trip to Japan. It wouldn't be something that I would choose. I would normally take a year to plan this and really get into. So we're kind of winging it. We'll see how this works out for us. But just kind of the other day, I was like, maybe I'll learn to play Pokemon. I just want to play in one regional, just once. Because before, my kids were so young, the kids that were riding along were so young that, like, I wouldn't have been comfortable with any distraction, anything like that. But they're all big kids and they all play basically now. So it's very out of my natural thought process to learn that type of, I'm not terribly analytical. I don't think about 1,000 different ways that something could go. I just kind of wing it. And it's worked out pretty well. But I don't think that's how this goes. And I just distracted myself with a whole lot of that. But, okay, you know what? That was weird. Why is it doing that? Okay. Still weird. It's the music. It sounds like haunted. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate that layer and color it. Trying to find actual wonton soup. Ooh, that sounds good. Philly has a style that I'm used to. Oh. Our meatballs wrapped in, right? What would pimp rice paper be like? That's so funny when you get used to, like, a certain region's, the way they prepare stuff. Like pizza. Pizza is, people get real crazy with how their pizzas are prepared. It's pretty red. Wonton soup. I don't know that I've ever actually had. I love that kind. What's a real wonton? I don't know. Is it not a meatball wrapped in rice paper? Like, it's like a dumpling, maybe? I love a dumpling. Oh, okay. I got it. Let me see if I want to go down to this red. Is there a difference? I don't see a difference. Maybe color-sighted people do, but I don't. Okay, and I can feel myself just like, well, that was unintentional. That's not working. Oh, okay. That's the kind of day we're gonna have. We'll just end it. Stop. No. Is it gonna work? Do enjoy what are they? The East Coast Philly style wontons. go back to Philly for it. Yes. I'm not, I don't have a refined palate. I kind of like, I'm a terrible cook, and nor do I care or want to be good at it. But I like what I like. Let's see. Man, okay, here. I like this classical music. I get so distracted by words. Let's see. Now I want wonton soup though. Okay. We got the Wikipedia for wonton soup. Oh, it is a dumpling. Yum. That looks delicious. Okay, so what's inside? Or do you get different stuff inside? What is the filling? So that's one thing I'm nervous about because we're vegan. And I'm a little nervous about being able to like communicate that. I think I'm going to take this crisscross out. Oh, pork and chicken. Okay. Because I feel like it doesn't go. So, and I want this dress to be like a deep, rich red. But I want that highlight to be like that, strong. Thought about becoming vegan once, decided I'm okay with that. I'm okay with people at restaurants hating me. So I went vegetarian when I was 12. And my parents were like, because my parents are decidedly not vegetarian. And they just thought that it was like a phase, like I was being a weird kid. So they're like, sure, whatever, you can be vegetarian. And I never went back. And then when I was 18, I went vegan. So 23 years ago now. And we couldn't eat anything. There was not food. But now it's really easy. That's annoying. What is that about? There we go. Okay. So this attention to detail is completely unnecessary. Makes me miss shellfish allergy guy. Who is that? When they're oh yeah, I'm not protesting. I literally do not care, not even a tiny bit, what anybody else is eating. And I'll admire y'all's food. That looks like isn't that weird? I still love the smell of like a meaty grill out. But I think there'll be my little girl, my 10-year-old, that's this one that's in a lot of my photos. That girl can put away noodles like the amount of noodles that an NFL team could put away. She loves some noodles, so she's gonna be just fine. Now my 15-year-old is insanely picky, and he's gonna struggle. Meaty girl. Oh, gross. That's the grossest one yet. Okay, and I'm gonna get a little bit bigger than 2 pixels here. This reminds me of, there was a Jack Vetriano, I don't know if I'm saying that right, if I'm remembering his name right or anything, painting that I was like mildly obsessed with in high school. And all I wanted for my graduation present was a framed Jack Vetriano print. And I got it. And now it's in storage because I don't put it up in my house, but that's not the point. It was really special, but it had this like, it was like people dancing on a beach under an umbrella. Do you remember that? Pound cake. Okay. So. I want to get rid of this. So I may just take the crisscross. Should get a framed low base print. Yes. Do you offer them framed? I like that. I should. And then when I graduated college, with my graduation money, my present, I bought artwork from my best friends that were graduating. We were graduating with art degrees, and I was banking on one of them becoming famous. Someday. I don't actually know where that stuff is. They've done cool things, just not with art. Didn't make their art more valuable. Okay, let's see here. Okay. So I don't think this will be for competition unless I finish it and I'm just like blown away by how much I love it. I think this will just be for exhibition because I think it's going to translate in a really cool way. Not working at Wendy's. You know, I haven't eaten at a Wendy's. It's been a minute. It has been a long minute. I used to, before I was vegetarian, so that tells you how old I was. Because I was probably 10. I loved a 4th meal from Wendy's. Like a right after school meal. Okay, let's see here. I don't trust the one tool enough. This is hard to see, and I can actually see it better in that. So what does anybody have must-do things in Japan? Wendy's chili is awesome. I don't know that I've ever had it. My mom used to get Wendy's chili. I don't think... I can't tell you the last time because there's not anything... I doubt there's anything that we can eat. If there is, I'm not aware of it. I'm getting hungry now, and I blame you guys. I want wontons, though. That sounds really good. Our house. Okay, here's exciting news. Our house. Let me start from the beginning, because we had a new air conditioner, brand new unit installed, like the end of May. And it has been like a dumpster fire because they had a new guy that was installing, and like I try to be, you know, he's new, he's learning, whatever. But he melted our house. He melted the siding on that one whole section of our house. And then now, last night, our neighbors shot a firework into the other side of the house. So, in the middle of our street, I don't remember what we were talking about. I'm sorry. Is this a song? I feel like is this a song coming on? Oh, a Sony reference. Oh, a song reference. Oh. You know, a Sony reference is on brand. It's on, not on brand, because I don't know that I've ever owned Sony anything, actually, but okay, let's see. I'm going to do my work. That looked like it had a pretty stark outline. Yes, I'm not a part of this conversation. I'm sorry. I can't keep up. Okay, because of that red, I felt like I needed to get to adjusting her color quite a bit because I want her to be nice and warm. That might be a little, I might have to desaturate her dress a little, but I kind of want it to be heavy like that. And I'm real excited about when I get to flatten all this and play with the light, how this is gonna, work. Okay. Hang on. There we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of this thing. It doesn't add anything. It's kind of in the way, and it breaks up that line. So I'm gonna unnecessarily duplicate this again. Okay, that's a lot of piano. There we go. Turn it into a cinematograph. I don't know what that is. I should probably know what that is, but I don't. Just like we were talking about. That's not in my niche. No idea. Oh, and this is going to be right in the horizon. Why? Okay, just hold on. Just everybody relax. Nope. Okay. Oh, that scared me. New raid! Hey! Hi, everybody! Yay! I just did something that I don't know what I did to my screen. That looks different. Hi, raid! Oh, thank you so much! Surrenders immediately, yes. How is this stream? Hello, art friends. Yes, I love it. Thank you. I'm working on it. It's coming. Very cool, very cool. What was this stream today? Oh, okay. Very good. My English is less impressive. Mine is Midwestern. Talked a lot. Looked at viewer images. Very cool. we've been talking about competition here and whether or not everybody considers themselves to be a competitive person, and that translating into business, into exhibition, into competition, that kind of thing. Very cool. So I'm going to create some lightning here in a minute. I promise some days I work. Oh, that's what I was going to do. You know what? I'm going to just combine those. No, not that. There we go. Nighttime Northern Light ice cave image. Yes. Oh, yes. You just had an old ice cave image laying around. That's so cool. Wow. Okay. So what did you think? What did you think of the generative fill situation? Oh, that's awesome. Look at the photography community making it happen. I love it. Let's see here. Tricky to get results you're expecting. Oh, okay. I don't like that. Force to get it what? Okay. I've heard that somewhat. I am not going to even try anything like that until everybody else figures it out and then forces me to change, because I am exceedingly stubborn. Oh wait, I just erased exactly where. I didn't intend to. Had to put the ice cave into green lights first and then make it dark outside. Okay. That is one of my bucket list things, is to photograph the northern lights. And actually I've heard that like the northern peninsula of Michigan, you can do that. But I just haven't done it yet. Try to mix this up a little so you can't tell I'm copying someone's homework. A bunch of human silhouettes. Okay, that's a different look. So how does everybody feel about the AI stuff? Like a cool new tool? Avoiding it? What's the verdict right now? And also, what is that? What is this? I don't actually see anything changing, so I'm gonna flatten it. I'm gonna save it and it'll take 100 years. This tilt is maybe gonna bother me. I might have to warp that back up. And then I'm also gonna break up that happened to be right in a line of very straight trees. And that seems like not how nature works. So I'm gonna, maybe. I was thinking I was gonna leave. I need to make sure that I don't have clone trails, and I seem to have a lot. So after I get this post, I'll take it down to a lower opacity so we just get a little more organic. That was a weird accent that just came out of me. And then I will put a, because there I have a pet peeve, okay? Photographers, composite artists, please make the depth of your sky match the depth of your ground. That's the number one thing that will give away a composite or like a generated sky or whatever. See tonight a really strong activity. Okay. And some luck. Okay, so where do I need to go? Like aside from like where is maybe need a canoe to get home. Is it raining? That's so crazy. Here across the country, it's not raining. That's weird. Center of Germany. Wow. They said there was like this one day where I could have driven like a couple of hours away, and they were like, we're going to be able to see Northern Lights. And then the night of it, I didn't do it because I feel like that should be a whole experience, and you go and like, that's why you're there and you get the full show. And so I wasn't too worried about getting it so close to home. And then they were like, nah, it was cloudy. Sorry. With no light pollution facing north. Yeah, that's a tall order. That's maybe not gonna happen. Okay. Oh, I feel like we're getting close here. Closer, anyway. Maybe not. Close is a little bit of, it's a little, whew, fly just came out of nowhere. All right, now, maybe did I go too hard on the contrast? Maybe not. This is very Disney music. Okay, so that is a little dark, but I want it to blend a little better here. So that might just be a matter of warming it up. Just a teeny bit. Thank you so much for the raid, for stopping in. Yes, go get some food. We suggest wontons because we were talking about them earlier. Okay, if you don't like the cold, you might have to take the Northern Lights off. I guess. I don't know. Is there anywhere warm? Probably not. There's some like tropical lights that you want to see. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's this. Maybe this is the problem. No, that's not it. Definitely not. All right, so. All right, I'm going to pull up some lightning pictures for reference. And this is purely experimental. So this could go wrong very quickly. Everybody loves a gone wrong YouTube video, so you're about you're about to be a part of one. Okay. Okay. Getting this figured out. I think we'll go here. And then move this to the top. Okay. Full layers. Yep. Sure enough. Well, I should have just kept going. I ran out of space on my stylus. Okay. So. Yeah, we just need... These are, like, I'm like keeping it calm right now. These are not a lot of layers. We're talking triple digits. Just buckle up. Okay. So. Wait. No, not yet. And then double. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Have a good one. And thank you so much. Stopping in, a little Northern Lights talk. So we're going to start with the squiggly line. That is the scientific term. We had some killer storms. We were gone for them, but the pretty insane amount of hail damage says we were here. Okay. So at some point, you're going to be able to look up the Wikipedia for winging it, and my picture is going to be there. And I have not given this a lot of thought. So just be gracious with me. Feel like we maybe need a little more. Nope, that one just turned into an S. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate this, and then the layer in the back is going to blur. Where is it? Can we even see it? Probably not. Is it even there? There we go. So now I'm gonna merge those and duplicate again. And then the layer in the back. This sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean. You guys got quiet on me while I'm experimenting. That makes me self-conscious. Come back. So I think I'm gonna have the lightning break on the other side of the horizon, because that's what it looks like happens. And maybe we do another. It's normal for Twitch chats to lull. No, there's no lull. Keep talking. I like chaos. Have 4 conversations going at the same time. I'm here for it. Oh, wait, did I just flatten? I did. See what happens? The maximum resolution. Okay, what is it? Oh, I just like that. The biggest patch is, oh, 1020 by 1020. That seems small. Oh, anything bigger or smaller? Interesting. I feel like that would be beneficial for I said the wrong thing. For pattern, for like texture, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna go, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go brush. And then, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Why do I keep doing that today? Oh, you know what I think I'll do instead? Yeah, I don't like that one. I'm gonna delete that one. I think what I'll do here is, let's see, let me look back at my, and we'll go like this route instead. So I just want the hard edge off first. And then it's okay if you're removing background elements and out of focus areas. Okay. So how different is it from like, oops, I'm a red hot mess. How different is it from like spot heel? Is it like spot heel just in, you know, a bigger area? That's kind of what I'm picturing. So, on that note, we'll go a new layer here. And then jump down here. And then back up here. Back to 100. Difference as I see it, content aware technology, spot heel tool. It's the data it's pulling from. Okay, that makes sense. So it's pulling from Adobe stock. Oh, with the text prompt. Okay. That makes sense. let's see here. We knew what you meant. Okay. So, that's weird. YouTube just recommended me to myself. I think I'm great. Okay, so looking at my things, my not source. What is it that I'm looking at? Reference, my references. I need more squiggly lines. Okay, I don't want that one. No. So, yeah, I think I want all those. Merge those. Merge those. Don't need that one. In fact, I might just go ahead and merge those. I don't know, because this one might need a little more coaxing. Cool in terms of actual serious work, raise content, aware feel. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, that they're similar. Okay, so I've darkened this a fair amount. And then I'm just gonna do it again. Okay, what is, oh, that's her dress. Okay. You know what, let's just, this is gonna be a new, because I made a lot of sweeping changes there, so it's just gonna be a new file now. Okay. So I feel like to make, I feel like to make the lightning work the way I want it to work, I need to get in here and, which the lightning's not done, but I need to get in here and dodge. Well, I guess I'll start with her, actually. And having her on a separate layer makes it a whole lot easier. Because I don't have to be so precise. I can just make sweeping. And actually her hair and stuff, that secondary light is, it's a little too bright. So I'm just gonna duplicate and then take that down. Now, if you guys are, oh wait, I missed some stuff. Feel like I'm right in that perfect pocket. Came up without all this stuff, so I have skills to get along without it, but I'm not so old and set in my ways that I can't embrace it. And it, yeah. So I'm not there. I'm old and set in my ways. I mean, I recognize that it will have a place, but I'm not going to be a pioneer of it. Like, I've been through enough changes that I'll get there. I'm not worried about changing it right now. I did my first composite in the dark room, and I think that's kind of cool. Like, that is a lost, for the most part, obviously, not completely, but not something that you see a lot of. All right, now she is a very small element within the whole, as she should be, for the subject matter, but I'm still gonna go in here and highlight, especially kind of along the vein of stage makeup, since she's so small, to make her features legible, they'll have to be a little dramatic. That's a little much. Take care of any grain. I'll leave her hair a little rough and raw. Actually, I like it way better. I'm not gonna smooth that at all. I like the little highlight on her ear. Okay, so she's got a fair amount of contrast. One thing that she doesn't have, though, is much of so I'm gonna duplicate this layer because this is gonna be real small, but it is here, I'm betting. Yeah, for sure. I'll just wait for the cliff notes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what's, okay, that's not what I meant. There we go. Okay. So she's got a huge light in her eye. I want to keep the, whoops. I'm going to keep that bright reflection. Just give a little depth. And then get her eyelashes back over there. So minute. Okay, so we'll back up a little and see if that did what we wanted to. Okay, so that's before, that's after. Definitely gonna hold on to that. And then I'm just gonna dodge a little bit. When I was working in the darkroom, like in college, dodging and burning was like my jam. I loved it, and I still love it. It's so impactful to an image. And I want to make sure and highlight like the roundness of her cheek and like keep visually her as young as possible because of the subject matter. This has happened throughout the history of photography and new technology. Yep, people grab, yes. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's tough. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a complainer. The copyright scenario arising out of AI. Like, obviously not the Photoshop stuff. I think Adobe has that handled. There we go. Okay, and I want to keep the roughness of her hair and that texture juxtaposed to the smooth, soft skin. And I think that'll be a nice element here. Okay, and I might, the red certainly, oops, didn't even get any bigger. Nice depth in the light. I love a dramatic light. Yeah, and Adobe stock is such a huge database that that is really ideal for this kind of like experimentation and stuff. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit time intensive, but definitely worthwhile. And I'm just going to put like some heavy highlights on this gate. And then I'll even put some in maybe in the mud puddle behind her. And it will kind of, we'll have to see if that draws the attention away too much. Maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it is. All right. So, oh, that's why that wasn't working. Okay, I don't need that. I need that. About to swim over the... Be careful, don't drive through standing water. Okay, so I just duplicated this layer and then I'm gonna back way up. Okay, thank you so much for being here, for jumping in on the raid. Yes, it'll be a long while. I'm slow moving on this, but you'll see a lot of this because it's going to have to be a photograph, composite, oil painting, intaglio print, and watercolor. I couldn't even remember the fourth one. Okay, so I'm gonna get in here and erase back. We need like a big one here. Is that not working? Why though, is the question. Oh, there it goes. Whoops, just sending stuff flying. Okay, so this will be a little bit, if I can make the lightning work to where I'm satisfied with it, for all of the other mediums, for watercolor, which I've never worked with up until I have been experimenting with like these little pieces of paper because I've never used watercolor, and obviously I'm not that great at it yet, but you got to start somewhere, right? So I'm gonna start on here so that everybody can see the process. So that'll be interesting, but the lightning is gonna be a really weird element, I feel like, to actually, you know, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like the slope. It was a natural slope in the hill. I don't hate it. But this whole image and the other elements I feel like will be interesting because it's not going to be as cut and dry, as straightforward. It's going to be a lot of like negative element. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'm going to merge these and then get in there and really try to create a highlight here. So let's see. I don't want it to be too strong. I want it to be something that I have to go over a few times, but maybe a little more than that. I'm changing the light direction a little bit, so I just want it to be like there's that flash caught on all of these elements. And there's some aberration around there that I'll have to take care of, and I'm not sure what that is, so I'll have to take care of that too. And it looks like I'm not going to get into my painting today. So I'll be back in the morning, I think. I feel like afternoons are better for photography, mornings are better for painting. And okay, and then I'm gonna get in here with the burn tool and just put it right next to the highlights to make it a little more contrasty. And see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is take everything that's not the lightning. Wait, I'm gonna chicken out. Okay, I'm gonna erase this back a little bit. Now let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna merge those. And merge those. And then I'm going to save this as a new I'm going to start this over because I really like the beginning of this playlist thing. All right. So it might be time that I step away from this. Let's see. Sorry. If I want to Hey, thank you. Whoops, what did I just do? Okay. Gonna go back to 100. And then okay, so that's just like a little subtle flicker of the light in that puddle. And definitely the red makes a big difference. And then I'm gonna erase back just this center part. And see if we're moving in the right direction. Yeah, okay. Okay, save. Give it a second. And then once the whole thing is said and done, I think I'll probably lighten parts of it. But not today. Now, I do want to do a little bit on this. Well, no, you know what? Maybe I'll just paint tomorrow. I'm dying to get in there, but I don't want to jump in there and start painting when I'm not going to be able to continue. So I think I'm going to add a day tomorrow morning. I'm going to put it in my calendar. And stream tomorrow morning. At 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. If you'll be around, come hang out with me with a different medium. And I'll keep working on this, not tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning will be for that. And at some point, I need to get an entire image for the exhibition completed. And that is the photograph, oil painting, watercolor, and then if I can find an intaglio print press. Otherwise, it'll just be pen and ink or a different element. But it'll be, I think it's going to be cool. So I'm going to step away from this for a little bit and then come back and work on some more elements. So I'll be back in the morning for oil painting, and then the day after tomorrow in the afternoon for more photography, competition, exhibition based stuff. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the chatting and the hanging out. As always, it's such a pleasure. Between now and then, catch me on YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.
That's why you my mommy.